Alrighty, we are back in Sevtech Ages. Now, the last time we were here, we were just working on some astral sorcery, as well as quite a bit of blood magic automation, actually. Getting a nice little pig farm started up, going through all of that. And that took up a fair bit of time. Now, I'm still taking a side off of the critical path when it comes to the ages and Sevtech ages. We have reached age 5, which means we have unlocked everything. I still want to go deeper into astral sorcery. I still want to go deeper into blood magic, and I want to go deeper into maybe a little abyssal craft. There's a little bit there that we haven't actually interacted with. So let's pull out. Got our sigil of holding here, which we have put the water, lava, and sears sigil into, all three of those, which will be nice to have. And we have our Dagger of Sacrifice. That is what we are using to eventually call the pigs over here. And get them all set up into something approximating pig automation. They're a little cramped in there. We may want to turn on the machine after all. So as of now, we have the animal grower here. This will be our output pen, where the baby pigs that'll eventually come from the breeding stock here will get sucked out through the animal baby separator, and they'll just pop out in there, grow up, hopefully quickly, and be able to be used for sacrifices. These guys are getting pretty crowded. I think we can probably turn that animal baby separator on. And this, ooh, does this have a range upgrade? It does not. Okay, so let's go get that made. So we do want a range upgrade here for just +1. Get that crafted. We can get that taken out of exclusive mode, and we'll quickly slap that in, just so that it pulls from this entire area, not just the front of it. And you can see once they get pulled in, once they get pulled in here, rather, they should grow up pretty dang quick. We'll turn on this animal feeder as well. They should grow up pretty dang quick and turn into adult pigs. The only thing that's really going to hold us back anymore is their breeding cooldown. It takes about 5 minutes for the breeding cooldown to go down. However, there are so many pigs in there at this point that I don't really expect that to be an issue at all anymore. So we've got some runes of sacrifice added to the altar here. We've also got runes of capacity. These are just the base runes of capacity. I believe if we pull out our sigil of holding here and see, toggle through everything, seer sigil. I believe this now holds, there it is, 20,000 blood, which is not too shabby when it comes to blood magic. That is a fair bit of blood. We will obviously need more. Let's get this fella up here. We will obviously need to get more going on, but we will also have that come in time. Let's see if we can grab you out of here. I'm hoping that this bottom section doesn't get too flooded. I think it should, for the most part, be alright, and we will be doing plenty of sacrificing. I think the only times we'll really be over here for these pigs to render in and therefore be able to breed and stuff will be for when we are actually, take a look there, almost full. When we are actually doing blood magic, so that part should be okay. I do believe we were in the middle of making, just look at blood magic, making the upgraded runes, the runes of augmented capacity, rather. But to get to that, we do need the Master Blood Orb. That is made with a weak blood shard. How do we get one of those? Doesn't say. Interesting. Rune of Capacity we obviously have, and Demonic Slate is just an imbued slate, which was what we used for the Runes of Capacity here, I believe. That is the next level of that, and that takes, we take a look here, Demonic Slate takes 15,000 LP, so we should be able to do it with what we've got right now. But we'll obviously need to start out with a bit of stone. So, oops, let's go grab some of that, clear this crafting recipe, and grab a little bit of stone. 5, because we will be replacing these runes of capacity here. We'll just slap that in. So it can slowly, well, maybe not so slowly, suck in blood. Yeah, that's going into it. Oh, there we go. And I guess I guess we now know what some of those mean. So, obviously the blood is just the blood. The top left, that is just the fact that our altar is at stage 3. And apparently that next thing in there is the capacity of the item contained within, which isn't half bad. Still not quite sure what the bucket is all about, and I'm still very much not sure what that last block is. But I'm sure we'll find out eventually. We do need to turn this into, I believe this is not yet the imbued rune. I think the imbued rune is the next step here. And then the demonic rune should be right after that. But we'll need to keep up with the blood usage here. So we'll keep snagging pigs and sacrificing them on the altar here. I am kind of focused on the altar, on the blood magic side of things right now. Just because we've spent so much time getting those ruddy pigs to breed together. And, are you done? I guess so. Oh, you know what? That's because this is not over 15,000. Yeah, so keeping this filled up is going to take a lot of pig sacrifice. So now it should be somewhere around 15,000, right? So in a second here, we should see... Maybe we have to pull it out and put it back on. Okay. That is a new one. From my understanding, that should just be pulling into this demonic slate. Oh, I see. We need a tier 4 blood altar for that to start happening. Okay, so we will need to do a few steps for that to go through. What does that tier 4 altar look like? Let's pull out first this, and then we'll throw our astral tome back. Pull out the Inspectorus. Yeah, the Inspectorus Scandalum. And then we need tier... keep passing it. 4. And how does that look? Can we give it a quick peek here? Uh-oh. Why, pray tell, are you unwilling to show me this? Oh no, I know we've had issues with this in the past. I can't exactly remember how we solved them. Maybe it's because there are these pig fences in the way. That shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I guess they're kind of contained a little too much contained within here. Let me see if I tear them down. All barring this little bit, because we need these actually to stay. Otherwise, the pigs will be able to jump over those boxes, like, no problems. Can we get this working, please? Here, tier 5. Okay, well, let's take these temporarily off, I guess. I really hope too many pigs don't escape here. That would be a problem. Yeah, because if we do this, pigs might start hopping on here. Yep, there we go. We've got a escape key here. Uh-oh. And we'll need to turn this guy over. We'll also actually move some carrots over to this side. Dang, how do we get this to function properly? Go store all of those for now. We really need this to function. You know what? We can make some carpets. We have... Let's see, turn that off. That's why that's having an issue. Look for carpets. Okay, that is just about the same way that you do it standard. We make this? No, we have to make wicker first. That is sugarcane? Yeah. That's sugarcane. Oh, how do you make that? It's like so? Nope. No. What does sugarcane do to make wicker? Block wicker, the wicker itself. Ah, it's a square of 4. Okay. So we'll throw that in. And we need 4... that much. We need 2 blocks of wicker. Then we need some wool. Or fleece, rather. Then we can make the carpets. So carpets, I'm pretty sure still mess up the pathfinding here. So if we take this off and real fast throw a carpet on top of here, pigs shouldn't try to get up here. I'm hoping. Very much hoping. Oh. Well, I was wrong. We've got a few SKPs. We are just going to seal this off and operate on how exactly we think it should function here. Not necessarily that this book is going to help us out, unfortunately. We've had a few issues with this. We've never managed to get it working. Let's see if there's any information here. Inspector scan. Shift right-clicking on the blood altar. Oh, okay. That I don't actually think I tested that. There are a few input sections. Yeah, we'll go with that. A few input types that you can do. There we go. That will show you what's going on with things. We do need to set this at... Take that out. Can we rotate this, please? There we go. We are looking for tier 4, just tier 4. I'm assuming... There we go. That it is just this next section. Oh, so we actually need some other type of cobblestone there. It looks like... Is there a blood cobblestone? Bloodstone, yes. Large bloodstone tiles, apparently. And that is made with a weak blood shard. And we still have no idea how to get those. And any type of stone. So let's look for that. Whoa, not you. Yes, this. Weak blood shard. Everything that has life can have the ethereal connections that are known as the soul network. As seen in your experiences, non-living things can have a soul. Can also have a soul network attached to them, such as sigils and rituals. However, these connections are strongest in creatures and naturally humans. When you attack a monster with the bound blade, their soul network temporarily hardens, and a piece of it will remain after death. This piece takes the form of a weak blood shard, so named after the fact that its reddish hue often matches the color of the weak blood orb. At this point, it's not clear if there are stronger forms of the blood shards, but you can tell that this would be very helpful in increasing the power of your own soul network. Okay, so we know how to get that. We need to make a bound blade, apparently. And how, pray tell, do we do that? Bound blade. You can make it into itself. Ah, I see. Whoa. Okay. Is there a difference between using a diamond and a gold sword? It doesn't look like it. So we can just use a gold sword, thank goodness. That'll be part of the alchemic array here. And it will require this binding regent. So that requires 400 minimum will, good God. And it'll only drain it of 10. Have some gold nuggets, a bit of glowstone dust, some redstone, and some gunpowder. Yeah, this is going to be an expensive craft. Mostly with the tartaric gem here. We've got up to a lesser, and this one only holds 256. What, or rather how, can this be turned into something better? Okay, common tartaric gem. And I wish I could see how much they held by default. I assume if we check the tartaric gems here. Here we go. Common tartaric gem can hold 1,000 will. Okay, not too bad. And that is a lesser tartaric gem, a shadow gem, a block of gold, and an imbued slate. I guess we've already got that, since that's the max one we can make, and we made one of those by accident. I think we have some shadow gems left over. We've got the lesser tartaric gem, and blocks of gold are pretty easy to get. But we will actually need to make a second lesser tartaric gem out of a petty tartaric gem here. Shadow gem shard, bronze ingot, and a fermented spider eye. And that is not too hard to make. Okay, so it is nighttime. Let's go over to our hellfire table here. Let's get spider eyes. What was that? The fermented spider eye. Can I just do that? Yes, there we go. We've got a fermented spider eye for our crafting purposes. We'll put that stone back for now. And I'll keep that imbued slate out for whenever we happen to need it, along with these cobblestone walls. Shall I reestablish these? Yeah, let's throw these back up. Since we know that wasn't the actual issue, we are just bad at interacting with this. Little spider hunting to... trying to hunt us down, rather. But he's not going to succeed too well. And we'll actually need to get shuffled around in here a little while. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't drop any of the walls in here. Because if I did, which I now know that I did do, I will have to go and fetch it. Break it out over here. Really? I just lose that somewhere? These are all full, right? Not quite. Did I put one back? Maybe. Well, we'll just rebuild this, since we know that this is all fine, or at least it should be. We'll need to do a whole bunch of blank runes again, which I'm sure will eventually turn into something important. But for now, they will stay blank. What were we in the middle of? Oh, right, making a lesser tartaric gem. So we have bronze. We should, at least. There we go. Take one of you. Ow. Oh. Sunset whiskey. Interesting. Then last two shadow gem shards and a petty tartaric gem. Of course, we have the petty tartaric gem ready to go. Shadow gems, we've got a few of. Not a ton, but we have enough. And that should be good, right? To make another one of these lessers. Petty, shadow, bronze, fermented, along with at least 60 minimum will here. Yeah, we should be good. So let's throw, I guess, you in. Make you power. Shadow, bronze, and you. And this should craft up into another copy of this lesser tartaric gem. Which it did. Perfect. And we don't need to charge this up, I don't believe. We just need to have at least 240 will, which we do in this one, to create this common tartaric shard. We've got the shadow gem, we've got the imbued slate, we just have to make a block of gold, unless we happen to have one just laying around. I wouldn't mind that one so much. No such luck. we'll go and throw this together. We'll have to go and put it in the metal press. That's probably the most efficient way. That shouldn't take too long at all. We just need 9 of you, along with this lovely metal press mold. And I'll toss that straight onto the belt. There we go. Shadow gem we've got. Enough of for now. And what was that last piece? The imbued slate, which we also have. So you, and that should be good. I should be ready here. Now I'm realizing you could probably do this with 2. You'd be able to use 2 of these and just keep leveling up. I'm not quite sure why I've made a 3rd here. I guess that's just a spare. But it is always nice to have. But you could use 1 to level up the other and just keep going up the chain until everything ended up sorting itself out. But we've got a 3rd for just in case something goes wrong if we somehow misplace the important ones here. Block of gold, shadow gem, and an imbued slate. This should, hopefully, get us this common tartaric gem, which it did. Wonderful. And now we've got to charge the bloody thing. Maybe we go heal up this sentient sword first. I don't know how you actually fix this up here. There are obviously all the enchantments. I was hoping that it would work with astral sorcery here. We have a mending enchantment up there. And in fact, we're going to go... Let's see, how will we do this? First, we throw this down, pick this up. No, I was hoping that would flood into there. Because unfortunately, I do believe when we use this sword, it does drain a little will. And obviously we have the sword durability to worry about. That is 86. 86 hits is not a lot. That's not a ton here. So we will need to do a fair bit of charging. Unfortunately... What the... That creeper just fall out of the sky? What was that? Oh, and you know what? It is nighttime, which means... if we take this out... Just use the resonating wand here, see if we can get up there. Nope. Just shy. We can go check out for those last remaining constellations here, because I do believe we have a few more from the observatory. Pull out that astral tome again. And throw this, that, and that in. So if we pull out this, which constellations do we have? We have... Well, let's go check them out in the sky. We don't have much time. Any sparkly stars here? Okay, sky's getting lighter, but I'm going to say that we did not, in fact, have any sparkly stars to go look at here. I'm going to say that's all right. But during the daytime, we need to go and fix up the sentient sword. Now, we do have a bit of glass. What is it? The engraved glass with Avitas and Armara, which is protection and mending. Obviously, only which mending would actually apply to the sword. That's the one we want. We go and look through here. I want to say that it was... Orologium, that does looting and fortune. I think that may be one of the ones that we don't actually know how to get. Yeah, we don't know the time for it yet. I could be wrong. That could be outdated information. But the one that I'm really interested in is Dissidia. Because that gives sharpness, and that would be a pleasant boon to our sword strength. That shows up in one night. 2 nights, maybe. With Avitas, the mending enchantment. that we can throw on the glass here. So, waning crescent and a new moon are the only two times those cross over. We don't know horologium. Another one that we were looking for was Alcara, which has sweeping edge. Unfortunately, it looks like that doesn't cross over. So we are going to go just for Avitas and Cydia here. Hopefully, I think that was a new moon. Hopefully we should be able to get this done the next night. Hopefully the moon phase hasn't moved on by the time we get to that point. But we will have to go and make another piece of, was it glass? The engraved glass. And so that is its own process. Oops. No. Here it is. Infused glass is the beginning step. We need some resonating gems. We need stardust. We need a glass lens. 2 of them, actually. And we will need a colored lens of any type. Colored lenses, we just actually pull from Astral here. I think the easiest one is this one, which is a relative term ease. But I think that is the one that we have the greatest ability to go and make without any other issues. And it doesn't really matter what type of colored lens we have in there, as long as it is a colored lens. And I don't believe we have any spare infused glass, do we? Yeah, I didn't think so. So let's go get started on this. So we will need a bunch of blaze powder. We will need a 3rd glass lens and 2 aquamarine. And we should be able to do this all during the day. Let's go grab those. So blaze powder. I want to say it was 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 2 aquamarine. Running a little low on that. And a glass lens, which we will have to make out of this. We'll be making 3 of it anyway. And I guess that will mean we will finally get to see whether or not this lovely chalice does the job. Oh, and right, our wand. Just so we can actually start and stop these. Oh, so it's actually drawing into that. Nothing broke as far as I could see, so we'll be able to do this again. But you can see it's actually pulling in from that, as well as from the surrounding liquid starlight here. And I'm not seeing it breaking, so I think it's doing its job. Still have a decent amount of liquid starlight, and of course these are all empty, but if we do need them, we can go and throw more rock crystals in. We've got some spare. Just chilling in this chest over here. We've got those glass lenses, which means we should be able to just throw these in here. And I believe it's like this, 2 of you, and you to make that colored lens. And we shouldn't need to put anything in here. Fairly sure. I think this should go off without a hitch. Thanks to our lovely, lovely crystal here. There we go. We've got our colored lens. We have our glass lenses. Next up, resonating gems. We will need to make a few of those. We will need to make a few stardust if we don't already have them. So let's check that out. We do have 4 stardust, and I do believe it was 4. We will need those resonating gems, and of course we don't have any, which means we need aquamarine to go and fuse. I think it was also 4 of those. Yeah, 4 resonating gems, so 4 aquamarine will need to be infused here. We'll just get that done. Nice and fast, lickety-split here. They're really going through. And 4. And yeah, it doesn't seem like we need to refill this at all anymore. It just takes, presumably straight from here. I didn't actually look at the amount of liquid starlight we had in there, but I'm assuming it probably takes straight from in there. So that'll be great. That'll be fantastic. Don't need to do that ever again. And will we just be able to make this? I think we should. we have this, so we have equal amounts of starlight in the night or day. These go here. And if the clicking doesn't lag, it would go like so. Perfect. We can go get that done. Lovely. So we've got this. We will need some parchment to go and inscribe on this. That'll be how we actually select everything. And how is parchment actually made? It's been a long time since we've used it. Do we have any to spare? We do. Lovely. So we will need this and some parchment, and we'll have to wait until nighttime, which is a while away. But you know, we actually have our ritual stone, don't we? Yeah, down there to set it straight to nighttime, which will be fantastic here. We'll go drop off from here, and coat of arms. It's stored a decent amount of LP. I don't really know if we need that so much, but we'll kind of keep using it. But we right click here. Oh, that may be unfortunate. In fact, I think that's very unfortunate, because I'm feeling as though... Ooh, ow. Bump my noggin on that a little bit. Feeling as though it's not going to be in the start of night. So if we take this infused glass, slap it on top here, kindly. There we go, and get some parchment to lay down there. We've got Justicidia, no Avitas, which is a no-go for us. That's not going to work out. Luckily, we can, at the very least, go and send night to day and day to night real fast. So we will be able to sleep away a week like a narcoleptic here. Until hopefully it comes back to, at the earliest, the crescent. Yeah, waning crescent moon. I think that's the earliest that they are both in the sky. And we'll just have to hope that the LP kind of holds up from our network. So I do believe it takes a little bit of LP just to get that going every single time. Looks like we've got a fair bit, though. Moon is a waxing crescent. Honestly, might want to just pull out a sleeping bag. Since we're going to be spamming this. Should still have that in here. Yes, we do. Just go and sleep that away right here. And, bam. It's daytime again. Now we got a full moon. So we will just have to go through all of the steps here to get it to a new waning crescent. And new waning half. And one more night and we should be on a waning crescent here. We should be right where we need to go. There we go, waning crescent. Let's tuck that away and get ourselves up to the table. That's actually a pretty good way to pass the time. That is a decent way. Maybe I should go look for those other constellations that way. But I don't actually know if that is something that'll work out. So if we take this, we've got Dissidia, we've got Avitas. We want to line up as many of these stars as we can. Kind of align them like that. Oh, and that'll be that parchment gone. Sometimes it does burn up like that. So we'll just actually get out all of the pieces of parchment here. Whoops. Oh, no, I would like only one of them to go in. And, take a look. Try it again. Oops. Wow. Right, we should probably wait for that to get higher. Parchment is not too bad to make. I might make some more, just in case. Because we have paper, right? Yeah. Might just do another 4 here, just in case things go perfectly sideways here. That would be a good thing to have backups of. And we'll just be able to click that in. But we want to do this as close to the dead of midnight as we can. I do believe that it is actually more powerful that way. less likely to just fizzle out like it has been doing. That said, it may also be the fact that Avitas and Dissidia just don't work well together. Astral has some weird properties to it. Kind of an odd mod, that one. But sometimes things don't work together. It might be random chance. It might be exactly how you line them up. I'm not quite sure. But as long as we get... You could go for 3. I think I'm just going to go for 2. I think I'm just going to... As soon as I can get them both lined up, I'm going to call that good. And that is going to take some time here. Moon, not quite overhead. We've got a little ways to go. Suppose if we get this... Dang. Okay, so that's not working out. Maybe if we try it the other way. Try Avitas, try hooking something up here. Maybe like that? Lines up really well. We had done it that other way. Oh, there we go. There we go. So how do we... Oh, shoot. How do we get this off? Oh, no. Okay, so we actually did get it to work. We'll line it up like that again. And, oh, it's time's passing. What is that, under attunement? Constellations? I don't want to have to wait another week for this. Please, no. Infused glass. Where would you be? Where would you be? Here it is. Stellar fraction table. How do I imbue this? Ah, okay, so we actually do have to do all 3. In that case, we'll do Avitas, Dissidia, and another Dissidia, I think. We had it like that, and dang, like that. Okay, give that another shot. If there's too much resonance, it goes and blows up here, so we won't want to have that happen. Maybe it's like that. No, shoot. We're already past center here. Maybe just to go for something light, like you and you. Oh, that didn't quite line up. No, dang. Shoot. All right, I'll give it one more try tonight, and then I think it's too far gone. Yeah, I think it's too far gone. All right. Well, that's our try for the night. We'll make more parchment. No, we'll try with just these parchment. These pieces of parchment tonight. We'll go and where we put that sleeping bag. Sleep the night away. And tomorrow night we're going to wait until we get quite a bit closer to midnight. We will wait honestly as close as we can get. And do a little hunting in the meantime. Hopefully not enough to break our sword here. That'll at least give us some time to get everything settled out here. Hopefully fill this up a little bit. This is going down steadily. But we've still got plenty of time until midnight. Okay, and that is slowly charging up. It's not fantastic. It is at least going through. We are getting a lot more of these player mobs in our world. Quite a few of them. Arcane Scroll Projectile Protection. Oh, I think that is equivalent to an enchanted book here, so that's actually not half bad. Just get that, turn that into a grindable one. Yeah, we're getting some interesting drops here. How are we doing on the durability? Decent, and this is slowly ever so slowly counting up in will. We need quite a bit of it if we want to fill that thing up. Uh-oh. No, we're good. We're all right. It is starting to power up the sword, though, so we're taking fewer hits to kill things, which is good. 33 hits left on the sword, though. May not be worth it to go after these zombies. These heavily armored zombies here. Just because of how many hits it takes to actually get them. How are we doing here? 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that will leave, yeah, not a whole lot. How are we doing for nighttime? Almost time. Just about time to get there. Let's take care of this spider and get ourselves the heck out of Dodge. Ow. I passed a couple of these, and we are up here. Let's go clear out all of these. They probably don't have anything, any interactions with this table, but they may well might. So it's as good a option to do as any. Still have Avitas, still have Dissidia. And while we wait here, just double check the rest of these constellations, see if there's anything else we want here. Destructive efficiency from Evorcio, apparently. Armara is just a defense constellation. Evorcio is speed. I don't know if that applies to weapons at all. Gelu, maybe Unbreaking? But I don't think you can have that on at the same time. But it looks like it is just about time to throw this together. Hopefully these won't all burn up. Just do 2 Dissidias, like so. Dang it. It is really hard to get this. Maybe we stick this in the middle, do 1 for the top. Oh, no. Dang it. Okay, last try until we have to make more parchment here. Start with the Dissidia. Kindly? Oh, please. There we go. There we go. Successful bit there. And a little... Oh, no. I want it to cross, but not too much. Little there? No. There we go. Okay, we got one. Sweet. Whew. Very last one. So if we go check this out, we've got Avitas and Dissidia attuned to this one. If we go and slap it on there, assuming we can, there we go. Hopefully, we will be able to throw the sword inside and have it enchant, and it will. Perfect. Fantastic. And so if we pull this out, now has Mending 3 and Sharpness 7. Wow. And you know, something else I can actually throw in there now. Where's that other engraved glass? Should. Oh, no. Did they patch that? Dang. Okay, previous tips had actually informed me that you could previously fix these engraved glass with mending. And that would actually prevent it from breaking a little bit. But it seems that they've taken away the ability for you to go and do that. I do kind of agree with that. It was a little bit cheesy. But we now have this Avitas and Dissidia one for weapons and stuff, which is fantastic. It won't work with the Tinker's Tools, unfortunately, but for this stuff, that'll do the trick. And so we'll spend the rest of the night hunting here. Yeah, and that really just smack now. Sharpness should apply equally to everything. It doesn't matter what type of creature it is. Undead, arachnid, or probably not. There are not all that many arachnids in the game. Though I guess there are more in the modded packs than there are in the default. So unfortunately, we got it so low, 26, but it is climbing back. Whoa. Did any of you guys just see? Okay, no, that is just default Steve. I thought, for a second, I thought that was Herobrine here. If they had made him a mob, that would have been one heck of a mind loop. For those not in the know, Herobrine has been a urban legend, Minecraft urban legend from way back in the alpha days. Where he's, if you check the patch notes of default Minecraft, he is in many of them noting as being removed. And the fact that he has been removed from so many of them indicates that he is a little stronger than the devs. But of course, this is all this is just creepypasta type of stuff. It's not actually present. Oh my goodness, our farm here is, well, it's a little inhumane. I will admit that fully up front here. That said, it's not the worst thing that it could be. There are worse. Kind of difficult to distinguish exactly where those would be, but let's go and solve this a little bit. Let's get you put in. Oops, you. There we go. And we'll start recouping our blood loss. Throw them. Actually, we can't throw them back on. Oh, and a spider has actually gotten in here. Let's take care of that, shall we? There we go. I'm debating whether I turn this off for now. Might turn off breeder here. I thought I would be out of range up at the top of that tower here. These guys are actually going to start to call themselves. There is actually a way we could automate this a little bit more, but that is going to take quite some work. We'll get to that when we get a little further in the mod. I think that'll require a higher tier altar to get anyway. I suppose, you know, there's no harm in taking a look here, and so we throw this resonating one back. No harm in taking a look. And it is unfair of me to keep you guys in suspense, so if we check out the Sanguine Scientium, the Well of Suffering. So, this one will check that there is a altar, obviously, right here. We'll connect to that, and it'll start damaging all living entities that are not me in a 10-block radius. And now we will have to... We will have to figure out how this is going to work here, because... we will need to make sure that this is set up such that it can reach the altar, but not the breeding stock of pigs. Maybe we'll put it into a different altar. Maybe we will... or maybe we will move this altar. We could also do that. Kind of got everything set up so that it is set up here, but moving it actually wouldn't be a big issue. Getting this moved across is effectively just the same. I'm just walking around in here to go and collect any possible drops that they may be giving. Yeah, I'm going to turn this off for the time being. I'm going to just pause all these machines. Things are a little rough over here. The animal grower can stay. We need to start taking these guys out and throwing them on top of here. Because you shouldn't be full up, right? Oh, you are full up. Okay. Color me surprised. Let's go deal with some of this. You can all go back. Sharpening kit is going... yeah, here. Sure, whatever. Oh, you know what? Our sentient sword has been gaining its health back, which is lovely, from those pigs accidentally dying. Whoops. But on the plus side, it is almost fully repaired, and it is super sharp now. We're going to go throw this depth compass in here, and I think, yeah, we should be getting a few things out of the bottom of this. We've thrown in a few already. We don't need you locked in for any reason. What did we come over here for? I think just to grind that up. Yes, when it comes to the Well of Suffering, that would be a decent solution to have this, especially since it is kind of just running passively. We were on the way to... We go check out Blood Magic. Making these runes of augmented capacity. We do need that. For this, we need tier 4 altar. For the tier 4 altar, we need... Oh, that actually shows up even without the book in inventory. Interesting. It's also a little strange. It doesn't actually connect up with the pillars here. So I suppose we will need a bunch of blank slate. That is pretty easy to get. Blank runes, rather. We just need this blank slate to make it, and we will need... What is this? 7? I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 per side, times 4, so 28 times 2, 56 blank slate. Lots and lots and lots of that, and that will require some stone. So let's start with the grunt work. Get some stone going here. We've got a fair bit. We needed, what did we say, 56? We may even smelt some more of it up while we're waiting here. We've got a lot, but we may not have enough to have this work out. We'll go get it on top, though. And we will just get this going. This should really not take that much. I think it's... Oh, pull that out. Before it starts sapping blood from other places. Or sapping blood, rather, that it does not need. It should... Oh, you were the wrong one. God. Everything's messed up here. Yeah, only take 1,000 LP. And we've got 20 of that. Get everything going. We can take some of these pigs here. Whenever we don't need that. I think I'll move that over. Yeah, that way we'll have this. We can use this to pull out. That'll be alright. And we'll go eat our apple pie while we wait. And how is our nutrition doing? Nutrition's doing alright. Almost time to move back over to pizzas here. Luckily, we are almost out of apple pie anyway. So we've got that pizza just sitting in wait. We do have those sandwiches as well, but obviously those are just a backup food in case everything goes topsy-turvy and we get absolutely lathered for everything here. This is starting to show its limits. So let's grab some of the pigs from the grinder here. Get them thrown together. Oops, get them all sacrificed up here. Uh-oh, we'll need to grab that before it turns into something better. Oh dear. Is it still, are they still pumping it out? I thought we turned that all off. Maybe they're just growing up. I think actually the limiting factor here is going to be the carrots in here. This really goes through them when the pigs are full up here, when there's a bunch of piglets. Really, really just absolutely cascades through them. But we shouldn't be at all in need of that. You know, I'll actually pause this as well, just so we can build up that backlog. This is really feeding through. I'll go take some of these, move them right over. There we go. I should at least get that going. I actually don't know. Uh-oh. Please get out. Kindly leave. All right, we don't want it to go past blank slates here. But, yes, what I was saying, we will have an issue because the Buildcraft pipes actually do not always push to where it's needed. If that one fills up, it'll have some allotted for that. It'll have some allotted for these. But if one of these fills up, it won't actually push it back down the pipe, I don't think. I think it will actually just drop on the floor right in front of where it's at, which is not what we want to have happen at all. We do want it to push on, carry on down the pipe. But I do believe that's just how the connections work. And I don't think that there's a way to change that with any of the other pipes. Maybe there is. I'm not super versed with the other pipes that exist in this mod pack. We use Buildcraft pipes a lot. Cyclic pipes are pretty good. We've determined that much. But I think they all interact the same way here, where they just feed into something. If there's no room in there, it pops it back out. Maybe it continues down the pipe. Maybe I'm underestimating the knowledge and foresight that some of these pipes have, but I kind of think that is not the case. Yeah, wow, we are not even kind of making a dent in these guys. Like, look at how many there are in there. Good God. Oh, no. You need to get back on there. Thank you very much. On the plus side, we can now keep up with LP pretty much permanently. Unless it gets significantly more quick. Oh, this actually looks like a piglet. Is it really? Okay, so maybe we should turn this on after all. But unless it speeds up in later crafts where it's using more blood at a single moment, we should be able to just jump down, grab a pig, and slap it on the altar for sacrifice here. Just to make sure that that thing is still topped off. I can't actually recall whether it was going faster when we were doing some of those bigger crafts. I can't recall at all, actually. But I am assuming that it did not. Oh dear. Oh, I am trapped in a corner here. Uh-oh. How am I going to do this? Go out like that. There we go. And slap that back. Grab that quickly out. Okay, we got that while it was still blank slate. I'm debating on the two high walls. On the plus side, makes extra sure that no pigs are going to get out because they can't hop over those single blocks. But I think a 1 or 3 tall wall should also do the same, have the same effect basically. But the 2 tall walls mean that when I do get on top of them, I can't just grab something right out of there. Unfortunately, it'll keep me from doing that until I drop down onto a slightly lower block. Second positive, it keeps any tall, climby enemies out, or like anything like skeletons or anything like that. That said, they shouldn't be attacking this anyway. They don't attack pigs by default. Maybe I need some sort of platform just over this area here. Get this all working together. You getting my handheld order of operations wrong. Grab pig with empty hand. Slap on altar, stab, and then the other recipe, you could almost say, the other ritual is getting this stuff off. Grab with empty hand, throw a new piece of stone in. So both of those kind of cross wires sometimes. So I'll grab something with a hand that has a sword in it, or try to stab that. It's a little bit of a problem. We're getting it going though, and I think we are actually starting to cull the pig population here. Maybe just a little. I may actually even add an efficiency rune? No, an acceleration rune. This may not be a bad one. Hold on. Speed? Right, speed versus acceleration. The heck is the difference? We have no idea. You know what, let's go read about that. We've got plenty of backup LP here. So speed rune. Speed rune applies a pressure to the ulcer's basin, forcing the transmutation process. So that crafting is a lot quicker. Each speed rune increases the consumption of the ulcer by 20% per rune. Oh, that actually increases consumption. That is not great. Effectively increasing the speed of the altar. It also affects the speed at which blood orbs are filled by the altar, the same rate per rune. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's just some flavor text, because it didn't. I feel like it would have made a bigger notation if the go that back. If the speed rune would affect that, and then what about the acceleration rune? Works best only when paired with other runes. Its effect only increase. Oops. Get you out. Hard to read when I'm doing this on a timer. Its effects only increase to a limited amount. Increases the number of processing ticks that can occur in a given period of time, specifically when it comes to the displacement rune and the charging rune. Out. In. Read. For each rune added, the number of ticks before the next processing tick decreases by 1. For instance, the default displacement rune displaces liquids at a rate of 1 operation per 20 ticks. Out. In. Read. With 10 runes of acceleration, this would occur at a rate of 1 operation per 10 ticks. Okay. So that doesn't seem like it. That doesn't sound like it's interacting with. Whoops. The order at all. So I guess the acceleration rune is not what we needed. And we did actually figure out what exactly it wanted for that. What the difference between the acceleration and the speed runes were. So I guess all we needed to do was read the manual. And I think that is a decent learning opportunity. Because, by golly, would you know that some people do not know how to read a manual effectively? Clearly, myself included. I think, maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I think we're starting to thin the herd here. We'll wait until this finishes up, slap a new one on, take care of this guy. But I think we are starting to thin that herd in the sacrificial chamber here. Uh-oh. Maybe they're clustered a little more strongly into the corners, because when I get to the corners, I definitely feel trapped. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's definitely a slight pull in the corners that just sucks you in and traps you there. Does not let you move whatsoever. But I'm starting to see grass, which I think is a good sign. We will have lots and lots and lots of meat, though. Absolutely loads. Which is good. If we happen to do anything that requires more meat than our pizza. Unfortunately, our pizza just has meatballs and bacon, both of which we can make with the pork. But it'll just take a little bit of time. Take care of this guy. Uh-oh. This one is turning into something else. Did it get all the way? Nah, we're all right. There we go. I can see the bottom. I think there's like 20 or so pigs clustered in that back corner, though. I think that's what that kind of like sparkling visual effect here is actually meaning. Uh-oh. Don't try to escape you. There's no escape. We're getting pretty good at automating the grab, jump, and slash. We should be almost done with these blank runes. Or blank slate, rather. Runes will be a different story. That'll be its own whole measure. Yeah, we're starting to clear this thing out. So it's probably time to turn on that reader again. Turn you on, add animal feeder. We will turn baby separator on. That will result in a greater population again. Not too bad, though. Nothing really goes to waste. Because even if they die in here, we'll have, obviously, XP and stuff. We will have all their drops. Maybe I should pick up a ender hopper for this section, too. Just in case we miss anything in the pens. Oh, are you still going? Yeah, they're going. We'll just keep grabbing these fellas. Yeah, and that looks mighty full. We could probably stop here. We'll probably pause this one a little bit. Are any of these backing up? Still a single garden cloche, powering the whole deal. This, because it doesn't have an animal grower, is still kind of just doing its thing. But I think we should be good. Finish the rest of this. Let's go take care of the skeleton before the sunrise does it for us. And we should be good on getting the rest of this going. There are a few prerequisites before we can actually get this next bit. For that bloodstone? Yeah, bloodstone. We will need to go and get this weak blood shard from a bound blade. Should have everything. 400 minimum will is a little steep. That's going to be a bit much for us. Go grab you off while I'm monologuing to myself. Golden sword, though, is going to be pretty easy. It's just going to be getting that will and making that binding reagent. Luckily, this does say it's unbreakable, which is fantastic. Means I will not have to worry about this doing damage. It doesn't do a ton of damage. 3 and 1.6. This does 11.5 and 1.6. So it is a little. There's a little bit to go. I suppose we do have our table though. Our infused glass and whatnot. So it's not the worst thing in the world. That'll be the last piece. Blank slate we have to make. So we should be able to make these runes. They could be split here, hopefully. Just top this off with what we've got in our sacrificial stock here. Is that about full up? Nah, we got a ways to go. I might even go and make some more sacrifice runes. I can't recall how difficult they were to make. But since we already have the blank runes just strewn around here, I think one side we're going to save for capacity, and the other side we will save for maybe sacrifice rune. Speed runes might not be bad. We'll go and save it for something else, and then we'll have the whole next section as well to go and play with. But let's go make these. We've got our blood orb, hopefully. Still sitting in here. I do believe the apprentice is the next best step. Go and throw this into the crafting recipe, and uh-oh. Make 28 of these. 28, perfect. Send all of those back. And those will go in rather odd places. So these guys, yeah, this corner is really crumpled. Can I smack one and get you out of there? Maybe grab a carrot? expect you guys to come to me. Oh, you know, I see the problem. They're actually trapped here between the two cubes here. So when they're piglets, when they're babies, they can actually fit in between that corner. And yeah, these two corners. But when they're adults, they can't actually do that. So that's why they couldn't move anything there. That's why there was somebody packed in there all at once. Yes, we need to get this gone and picked up again. Oh, there go all of our carrots from that thing. We'll go put everything back in the places that it should be. This, I think, will just stack. So, oops. Here, here, and here. Cross by 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This goes right over the top of this, which is perhaps unfortunate, perhaps not. It will still work here. So that's good. Then here, hopefully... Ah, shoot. Did break the connection here. Oh, and that broke the connection there. That's not stellar. That is, in fact, significantly less than stellar. I think we can go and safely bring this down. This is the insulated one. So if we go open up our toolbox, we can just do another quick relay, medium voltage relay, and a bit of wire. Just so that we can wire this down here, where it won't make a problem for us, hopefully. And it should still do the trick. All this is insulated, so we won't have any problems going on there. But let's finish the last side here. Again, I'm still one out. That's all of that. All we have left to do is these pillars. Lots of stone brick, and of course that bloodstone at the top. What shall we do? Got 132 in here. We needed, I want to say, 400? I do believe it was 400. And in fact, hold on a minute. Ah, there it is. I think accumulated, we actually have 400, unfortunately. Actually do that. 87, so right-clicking this. Yeah, this will actually separate it out. So if we just empty both of these into this, 328. Not quite 400, but not far off. Let's go set it to nighttime. Which will slap us with a little bit of lightning. Get outside our safe spawn radius. Go take on some mobs here. No longer have to worry about durability. We're not always two-shotting things, but anything without armor, for the most part, we are pretty much two-shotting. Actually have to find the ready things. So, where, pray tell, are you all? Could go to the hunting dimension. That would be an option. We could try to get fancy about it, do a totemic ritual. I think there's one that actually summons in undead. So, zombies. That seems like a bit much work, and honestly, interacting with totemic has some stage 1 and 2 things right there. I do not want to interact with them if I can possibly avoid it. Ah, didn't quite get that guy. Oh well. I'm getting actually a lot of diamond swords here. Which is a surprising turn of events. I'll try to patch this hole. We'll spend the whole night hunting. We should definitely have enough soul capacity, LP capacity in our Tartaric gems to go and spend the entire night hunting. That should definitely not be an issue. We are at 562, so enough to solve our issues with that bound blade. Oh, you know what? We actually shouldn't spend the entire night hunting. We should go and craft up that bound blade so we can get those weak blood something? Weak blood essence, I want to say. Let's kind of zigzag our way back, taking on close combatants here. Oh, no. And we are out, true and proper out of our food, which means it's time for the pizza to come out. Uh-oh, we've got a skeleton riding a spider. That is a fast one, too. We are good. Yeah, 692 should be more than enough to get this going. So we needed, right, that arcane, the alchemy array. We need this binding. Take care of this guy. And, they're quite drawn to us. Throw all of these random bits and bobs back, along with that diamond sword. Toolbox can go back. Let's get this crafted up, this bound blade. So we need glowstone, redstone, a gold nugget, and some gunpowder. We all have those, or rather, we have all of those. Hopefully in spades. Redstone and golden nuggets. We only have a few of those, but that makes sense. And what was that last one? Was gunpowder. That was what it was. Okay, so let's throw these in. Along with you as a power source. Lovely. And that didn't actually drain any, which is great. That'll give us the binding reagent there. Next up, we go to the alchemic stuff. The alchemic dust? Arcane dust, I think it is. Arcane ashes. Slap that on the ground. Throw you in. Whoa! Wow, look at that. That's a complex circle right there. Lots of lightning. No other actual components to that. And then we need a gold sword. Yes, it's a good gold sword. I guess we could use one of the cheap ones here. We should be able to throw it on there. Have that spin up. Look at that. Look at that fancy animation as I beat up the zombie. Look at that. We have ourselves a bound blade. Not super great. Unbreakable at the very least. It's just good considering it only has one durability. Let's go take care of an enemy. Maybe it just one-shots them regardless. Oh. I'm going to say no. But should drop. At some point? Hold on a second. What's going on here? Yeah, not quite the outcome I wanted. So this should be dropping, if I'm understanding it correctly. The where are they? Let's see, I found it through here somewhere. I do know that much. No, still not you. Do believe it is the Master Orb. These weak blood shards. So what's going on here? Why is this messing up? Weak blood shards. Attack a monster with a bound blade. Their soul network temporarily hardens and a piece of it will remain after death. So what's going on here? Why is this not working out? If we pull this back out properly. That effect is just because they were attacking me, they actually get slowed. What on earth is going on here? I'll take these out and throw the pigs in here. Do I have to right-click? No, that seems to just block. What on earth? What the heck is going on? These guys are looking full up again. I'm actually going to turn that baby separator off, along with you, kindly. Let's make it night again. Is there a particular kind of monster that I need to be hunting here? Nothing from you. If I take this off, can I right-click with this? No. I'm doing almost no damage to the zombie in iron armor, or diamond armor. That's really not stellar. Nothing is dropping. Maybe it's getting absorbed in this these tartaric gems. There we go. Not all of them are common, but maybe that is the issue here. So if we go fight without one of those equipped. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that was the issue. It was actually getting absorbed here. But now we'll get the weak blood shards. I think we really only need the one. We can pull those tartaric gems out again. And put you away. Slap you. Once you came. We just need one for the top of this, for the bloodstone. That is just stone and a weak blood shard. Easy enough to make. You and one of you. That'll make 16 of the tile, which is great. 4 of that will make the bloodstone brick. Perfect. And we'll just slap that in there, along with this weak blood shard. Okay. So. Do we have any stone brick just kind of laying about? A little bit. Not enough. Not quite. I think that much should probably be enough. Ah, let me out. And that will go here, kind of on the intersection of these two. Whoops. We'll use them to scaffold up, do their own scaffolding here. Build up till there, and slap a bit of bloodstone on the top. Sweet. 1 pillar down, a few to go. We may not actually have quite enough. I think we should be okay. I think we should be good. And does this actually need to be here? I think it starts here. Yeah, it starts there. So just one above where that altar level is. We should get a tier 4 blood altar here for our trouble. Yeah, and we will be a few stone bricks shy, unfortunately. Not the worst thing in the world, we can easily make more. Uh-oh, I put my shield back in there too. Kindly give that back. And honestly, that... Oh, no, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, we turned a lot of our stone into that. How much do we got left? Okay. At least it only made the one stack. Forget that shift clicking with this is dangerous business. That is... Oops. A right pain in the... Took us here. But we are almost done with tier 4. Slap this last bit of bloodstone on, and bam, that should be it. So if we take a look at the sigil, we are tier 4. Fantastic. Didn't give us any more blood capacity. I don't believe we actually increase that as we go up the tiers here, unfortunately. But it does give us access to a few more crafting recipes, all of which are going to be important here. So, first things first. We were going for the rune of augmented capacity here. That does require the next step up, which the Master Blood Orb. That will require 40,000 rather, LP to have this actually processed through. I think we should be able to get it off. I think if we just drop it in there, with that weak blood shard, that extra one we picked up, we should be able to keep up with it if it starts off at all. So, yeah, that is going through. Let's first take off our armor. Slap that on. Oh, probably have to wait. So let's try to keep up just by sacrificing here. Oh yeah, that is going to drain. That is going to drain mighty fast. And they are actually not growing because they are out of carrots. Ooh, we may not be able to keep up with this after all. Let's put this on. Oh yeah, this isn't working. Okay. Pull it off. Pull it off. Question, does it keep its blood? It does not. Okay. Problems. So let's grab some carrots. We do have carrots in excess. We'll throw those all in, along with this stone brick. Let's fill this up again. We want to keep this running at all times, whenever possible here. That should be more than enough to fill it. Yeah, there we go. So that should at least keep these guys going. We'll start taking them out. We'll have to, unfortunately, refill the blood altar. They were definitely not going. We'll turn back on the animal feeder and the baby separator here. We've got to just keep up with it. Maybe we'll do more runes of sacrifice before we try it again, just so we can get more out of a single pig than we would without. They are really working us here too. They are trying to keep us coming. Yeah, it's getting a little bit more difficult with all of these altar components in the way. Not duly terrible, but inconvenient, to be certain. Oh, yeah, like things like this. It's just a real pileup. And we have some attempted SKPs too. They are not keeping on with things. Yeah, at the rate each of these fills up the pen, it's just not going to work out. I think I'm going to do many runes of sacrifice. Do the whole top level there. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm trapped in a corner. Let me out. There we go. Ooh, okay. A little dangerous. Tad dangerous. Maybe I set up a dedicated drop point. Forget the 2 high walls. We'll cut them all down, except for the exact areas that they need to be, which is right on top of here. Right on top of those 2 high blocks. We'll cut down the wall here. That way I'll be able to grab it from right on top of this, and this will be my dedicated drop spot. I'll drop to the left instead of to the right, as I've been doing before. And that should give me an easy in to go and grab some more pigs whenever I need to go grab them out for sacrifice. But, yes, runes of sacrifice, speaking of sacrifice. Not too terrible to make. Reinforced slate, we'll need a few of those. Since I am planning on doing this whole top level, we will need 5, 10 reinforced slate. Not the worst thing in the world. We've got the bronze, we've got the blood orb. Yeah, we should have everything else, so we just need to get those reinforced runes going. So, let's get some stone out. Yeah, we are burning through the stuff. We said we need 10 of those. Get this going. We'll keep that out for the eventual craft that it will take. But we'll get that going. And actually, yeah, we can just drop right here on top of this block. With the 1 high walls, this should suffice nicely. Oh, right, and we need to let this feed all the way through to reinforced. That'll be another level here, another step. Is that keeping up? Just barely. There we go. We'll throw this one back on, because we do need it to turn into reinforced as well. Kind of just watch this go down with the pig in our hands. There we go. Oops, I'm terribly sorry. Didn't mean to malign you so much, I just meant to kill you. Got our first step, the blank slate. And how is this doing? Really going. It's really trying. Maybe those speed runes are required after all. That's 2 of the many, though. I do very much wish that I could watch the levels in real time, just so that I know I'm not overfilling it. There is the visual kind of where it gets to the top here, but it's difficult to distinguish when you see it dropping pixel by pixel. and raising accordingly, it's very difficult to identify when you've actually got it maxed out or if it's just under and not doing the job. Yeah, like that. Is that full? Does that have a little room because there's pixels on it? I don't know. I can't tell. But we got 4. This will be halfway done. And I may just put them straight on using this reinforced slate. Yeah, I think I'll just tear out the side here. Oh, nope, did not mean to get you as well. Sorry about that. Let's go and turn this into more runes of sacrifice. And then we need our blood orb. It does not like to work without. But that will speed up this process a little bit. Just a wee bit. We at least won't have to bury quite so many pigs. What happened to my other stone? Must have been used in the crafting process. Let's see how much a single pig does now. Visible amount, actually, which is more than I could say for the last set of them. It's actually not too bad. Unfortunately, I think we actually lost all that blood out because it was... We turned it back down to a tier 1 altar, and tier 2 actually gives it some extra... That is the last one that I believe gives it some extra blood capacity default. So we did end up losing out on... Oops. No, back in there, please. Did end up losing out on about 5,000 blood. Or LP, whatever it is. Not the greatest, but it'll have to do. This is still going. These guys still going. Baby separator still going. Yeah, we're just waiting on the cooldowns now. Uh-oh. And you need to be taken off. Yeah, we do not have a ton of pigs left. Good thing these sacrifice runes are helping out boost the input. They're upgraded runes of sacrifice. Doesn't look like it. Few ritual stones. No upgraded runes of sacrifice, so we're just going to have to stack these if we want to be efficient about it. Are you guys escaping, or have I really just pruned through them that much? I have no idea. Get these guys out of the corner, though. As we have confirmed... Oh, maybe they can't get out of there. Maybe I just don't know what's up. This is going through slowly. Exceptionally slowly. Ah, there we go. And that'll be the last one of those. That'll be all of our runes of sacrifice. None of self-sacrifice. We're not going for that anymore now that we've got this option for us. This should do all right. And, right, I guess we shouldn't have gotten this quite so full up, should we? Since we are going to be tearing some of this down, so... Can we save some of this? How much do we have in there? 14,000. So, a little bit of this is going to get ruined when we tear this off, right? Yeah, it's immediately going to pop to the top, you can see there. A bit unfortunate, a bit sad. But we will make it up. Pull out that Apprentice Blood Orb early, along with the bits of those, and we should be able to pull the rest from in here. What are we missing up at the top there? Ah, reinforced slate. Okay. Break that. We get it back? No. No, it's out of our reach a little bit. That lack of iron armor biting at us again. So I will gladly take the boons offered by Manuelin. I much prefer having the set give me more defense than having a little bit of attraction, especially since it was such an issue earlier. Not getting so much... Oh, no, there it comes. I was about to say we weren't getting quite as many extra hearts as we used to, but I think it's just a little slow coming. Presumably it just wants to make sure... Oh, yeah, that's getting a sizable chunk every time now. But presumably it wants to make sure that vanilla hearts regen before the extra comes into play. That should be good for whatever the next steps are. And those next steps will be... What will they be? We're going for the augmented capacity. Requires the upgraded orb. Could save that for a later time. Rune of the orb. Not actually sure what this one does. Acceleration and all that. These are different. Demon Crucible, Demon Pylon, Demon Crystallizer. Let's go take a look at what some of those do. So I think Pylon's probably the best. Huh. Interesting. So apparently demon stuff is its own thing. Demon Aura. Demon Will Aura. When an entity is killed, normally it evaporates over time and returns to the creator. When captured in a snare, it is pulled into this plane from the ethereal and is sort of stuck. We have, for all intents and purposes, broken its programming and frozen all action. When we burn it, it returns to an ethereal state and is able to resume normal operations. If this will is injected into the air, we can then harness it in a variety of ways. Some of them are mundane in nature, whereas others are quite powerful. Demon Will, when injected into the air, stays within a chunk that it was put without migrating. Each chunk has their own stored will, and each type of will is stored individually. More on that in a different section. Okay, so that's its own kind of thing. It is in the same section as Tartaric gems and stuff, so maybe it's operating off of the same type of logic there. Oh, and just watch some Endermen spawn in. Might as well take care of them. Fellow? Where'd he go? Is this you? No, we'll take you on. Just one of those nights, huh? Maybe him. That is a tree. Okay, yeah, I've got no idea where that other Enderman teleported off to. All I know is he teleported off with my loot. Go throw all of those in. But I kind of want to let our pig farm repopulate itself because we have been just chewing through the poor guys with our previous enchants. So I want to let them sit a little bit, just so the ones in the breeding stock can get some more thrown into the sacrificial area. You know what? I feel like we've done a lot of this, and did a little bit of astral. let's move. Let's move to a different thing. So we'll throw this all, once it came, they can all kind of just stay around. Go back. Let's go to Abyssal. We haven't touched Abyssal yet, and that is a third type of magic here that we have not yet gone deep into. Now, I do believe, let's see if we have it here. That wand out. The Necronomicon, is it still charging? No, we do have it here, though it does seem like it needs to charge a little bit. So we've got Forbidden Knowledge and stuff. I forget what parts of this we've actually read, or if we have actually read any of it at all. I think we may have just been operating on what exactly the critical path was for Abyssal Craft when it came to Sevtech Ages. We just kind of used it to get to the next ages, and not a whole lot beyond that. So let's go look at all of these tabs here. Forbidden Knowledge Abyssal Craft. Abyssal Craft is the mod which this book is used to guide you through. It's mainly focused on exploration with 4 new dimensions you can explore. The dimensions are reached through the use of gateway keys, which are keys designed to create portals between the dimensions. The 4th dimension is reached by falling out of the 3rd. I think that 2 is from the 2nd page. Okay, so that's interesting. The overworld has been expanded with 6 new biomes: Darklands, Normal Plains, Forest, Highlands, Mountain, and the Corallium-infested swamp. There are also 5 new types of stone and 15 new ores found throughout the overworld and the dimensions. The only one of which we've seen is this one, the Corallium stone. Apart from exploring, Abyssal Craft introduces its own type of magic through the use of rituals in order to worship the great old ones. Apart from the magic and exploration, there's also machines allowing you to transmute, crystallize, and materialize objects. There's also a coin engraver, just in case you want a commemorative coin to celebrate the occasion. So let's... gone a little too far back. Check out the Pantheon. Before the ages of man, the universe was ruled by a race of ancient demonic gods known as the Great Old Ones. Due to a conflict eons ago, all of these beings are imprisoned far away where no man has ever set foot. The outer gods comprise of Azathoth. The demon sultan is the ruler and possible creator of all existence. It resides outside of the universe, sedated by the eternal sound of pipes and drums. Despite that, it has a will of its own and issues commands to Nyarlathotep. Next up, presumably, Nyarlathotep. The crawling chaos is an outer god who isn't exiled nor imprisoned. He walks the earth hidden among humans, spreading madness. Apart from serving cults of the outer gods, he fulfills the wishes of Azathoth, who he serves. Yog-Sothoth, the lurker at the threshold, is an outer god and the offspring of the nameless mist. It is heavily implied, though not outright stated, that Yog-Sothoth is omniscient and is locked outside the universe, meaning he knows and can see all of space-time all at once, that there is no secret hidden from Yog-Sothoth. And finally, Shub-Niggurath, the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, is an outer god in the Pantheon. She is a perverse fertility deity, said to appear as an enormous cloudy mass which extrudes black tentacles, slime-dripping mouths, and short, writhing goat legs. Small creatures are continually spat forth from the monstrosity, which are reconsumed or escape. So that's the outer gods. What about the great old ones? Cthulhu, most famous, of course, is a great old one trapped in an endless sleep underneath the sea in the city R'lyeh. He has the head of an octopus and a scaly body with wings on his back. His state of endless sleep comes from a war against the elder beings, which ended with R'lyeh sinking to the bottom of the sea. One day, he will rise to rule over the earth. Let's get inside so our book made of human flesh doesn't accidentally turn into not a book anymore. Hastur the Unspeakable is a great old one and Cthulhu's half-brother. Not much is known about Hastur, but he is known to take the form of a king in yellow robes wearing a mask. Like most great old ones, he is capable of taking any form he desires. Jazahar, gatekeeper of the abyss, is the bastard offspring of Hastur. Having a desire for power and not wanting exile to the stars, Jazahar reached out beyond time and space to achieve his freedom. The results were similar powers to that of Yog-Sothoth, and the punishment of eternally guarding his imprisoned fellow deities. Apparently that's all 3 of those. So in case you didn't know already, this is clearly from the mythos created by H.P. Lovecraft. As to how we exactly use it, though, not quite sure. The Abyssal Nomicon is the unholy tome from which the Necronomicon was written when Jazahar read that section to Al-Hazred. Okay, so not too much about that. maybe there's another book, the Abyssal Nomicon, because we have the Necronomicon here. Maybe there's that. And there's, patrons, presumably for the mod. But the overworld. Banded to everything here. Materials. We've got Abyssal Knight. Found in Darkland biomes. Stronger than diamonds, can be used to create tools, weapons, and armor. Can be found below Y32 and drops ore. Blocks to smelt. Darkstone, we've actually had. Slightly stronger than stone. Corallium is used for corallium pearls. We've done a fair bit of that. Can be used to create corallium chunks, which can be turned into refined corallium ingots. And, corallium pearls are required to create the first gateway key used to reach the first dimension, the Abyssal Wasteland. Okay. We've got the Darkland Oaks. We've already used that before, actually. Niter, we have not seen. That may not be present. Can be used to create gunpowder. Doesn't have that many uses past that. Be crystallized into potassium and nitrate crystals. Liquid antimatter is a new liquid found underground in corallium-infested swamps. It has the ability to dematerialize entities and can also force other liquids to solidify upon collision. If you happen to fall in a pool of liquid antimatter, you will likely die within approximately 5 seconds, as it deals a very large amount of damage in a very short time, making it quite hard to avoid certain death when getting in contact with it. Okay, so we'll have to be wary of that. Progression, here we go. In order to reach the Abyssal Wasteland, one must craft a gateway key, which requires one to travel to the Nether and to visit the Darklands and a water-based biome. The water-based biome can either be a swamp or an ocean biome, which unfortunately we did not know. From the Nether, you need 2 blaze rods and probably a few more for later. From the Darklands biome, you need to slay living shadows in order to obtain those shadow gems, most commonly found in Darklands mountain biomes. Recommended to obtain a Staff of Rending in order to obtain shadow gems faster. Okay. More information in the special armor and tools section. And then from the water-based biome, you need corallium gems in order to create corallium pearls. Once you have obtained these items, you can create a transmutation gem through an infusion ritual found in the rituals section. Okay. Recipe for shards of oblivion can be found in the special materials section. You have 4 shards of oblivion. Use those and 4 units of redstone dust to infuse an Eye of Ender through an infusion ritual found in the ritual section in order to create an oblivion catalyst, the main component of the gateway key. And then create that and right-click the ground to make a portal. Presumably, and I'm not actually sure about this, it's a small portal. I'm hoping that it's not one like the Betweenlands, which is absolutely bloody massive, to put it lightly. The Betweenlands portal is just humongous in every possible way there is to be humongous. So effectively... Oh, hold on a minute. For more information, you will need an Abyssal Wasteland Necronomicon, which requires 8 skins of the Abyssal Wasteland in order to upgrade. Okay, so let's start with that. So if we just take a look at Abyssal We've got a few bits and bobs here. We've obviously got all of these statues, which we use to power the Necronomicon. I'm actually going to start recharging it here, because we might as well have it at full power when we start to use it. I'm actually going to take off this coat of arms here. We'll store it in the armor section here, and I'll throw on that shield. These things may go a little bit awry, and I want to have our Visio Mantle. Whoops. That is not how that was supposed to go. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where did our Visio Mantle go? Did it get tossed in here? Avisos Mantle. Uh-oh. Not in our backpack. Where did our bloody Visio Mantle go? What the? What just happened? We were swapping between inventories kind of quickly. We didn't delete it, did we? It popped into here. One moment. Maybe just be a visual bug. Maybe it's actually somewhere and it's bugged out just because we switched so many inventories so quickly. I'm going to hope so. We're going to try relogging the world here and seeing if it shows up in hopefully one of those inventory sections. If not, then we have problems. There are issues. If loading ends up working, which I'm hoping it will. Kindly. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Okay, we have everything back. We have nothing in here. We have nothing on us. What happened to our Visio mantle? Where did it go? Where did it get sucked into? What the heck? I can't believe this. Not in our toolbar. It's not. What on earth just happened? Load an old save? No, because there's really only one save. You can't, as far as I know, you can't load previous saves. Let me scrub through your recent footage. If you could do that, let me know. That would be much obliged. I swear that it was in our backpack. We kind of tossed it around a little bit. Maybe a little too much, but I swear that was in our backpack. We kind of threw a bunch of inputs at it, so it may have gotten destroyed somewhere. Got the coat of arms here. Just double check all of these empty squares. Maybe got thrown in there somewhere? No. That is a massive bug. And if that is what's going to be the case here, I am absolutely going to cheat a new one. That thing was an expensive toy to create. Not to mention enchant and all that. So to be completely without is really bad. That's really, really expensive. I will say that that's not even my fault. Because I didn't edit any cheats or anything. Nothing like that happened. What the heck? I think I'm just going to grab a new one. Mantle of Stars attuned to a Visio. We will turn on cheat mode for just a quick second here. Give me a sec looking through footage. Yeah. It's not on our feet, right? It's not in our baubles. None of the keys around there are indicating to me that they would be something that could delete it. Okay. Whatever. Let's forget about this. Let's go charge up our Necronomicon. We're going to go into Abyssal. Go and fix that up. And, see what happens. And if by the time we've finished with that, finished with charging it up, we still can't figure out what happened to our mantle, we'll go and throw a new one together for exceptionally cheap. We can go and slap that on the pedestal here. Hopefully it won't destroy too much. We've already mended this ground quite a bit. Let's see. We needed the gate key, something like that. should probably be something we can actually understand, because there are a lot of these that are kind of just the obfuscated bits of language here. Looking for that gateway key. Have we gone through a first one here? This looks remarkably similar. Okay, yeah, it's a bug. Okay, good to know. That will completely absolve me of using this. Throw Visio Mantle in the inventory and turn that right back off. Yeah, and it is back off. Took it out of your backpack, then put it in your backpack again, accidentally again, but closed and opened your backpack, and when you opened up again, it was gone. Ah, that would do it. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate. We'll just leave that Necronomicon to charge. We'll go and, let's just throw this on. This should function regardless of whether or not it's enchanted. We'll go slap that down right here. That will unfortunately necessitate the use of our engraved glass here, Armara and Avitas. If I do want to get this back up to fighting shape, kindly throw that on there, please. There we go. Oh, no, we need you in hand, please. Right, and it is raining, so that's not going to work. Or rather, it is daytime. So if we quickly set it to night here. Then are you? Ah, yes, you are being enchanted. There we go. The enchantment should, I believe, be at the same level. Mending 3, Protection 5. Yeah, just about the same level as it was before. But it should mend itself, which is all we need. Let's go get ourselves over to the Necronomicon station area over here. Do a quick spin to shed off some speed, and this should be charged. Yeah, there we go. Nice and charged up. We'll run it out of the arena, though, so we don't have any troubles. Now, what were we in the middle of? Abyssal Gateway Key. So that was you. Oblivion Catalyst, some Corallium Pearls, some Slimy Bones, which we actually do have from the Betweenlands. And then the Corallium Pearl is the Corallium Infused Stone. That is just slapping some Corallium Gems along with some stone. Whatever collection of 9 happens to look like, either 3 sets of 3 or 1 set of 9 to make this. Throw that in a smelting device of some sort, grill, furnace, whatever. Turn into the pearls. We need 2 of those and this Oblivion Catalyst, which is going to be a bit of trouble here. Sacrifice required. I'm not actually sure how sacrifices work. Let's go read up about that. So that'll be a ritual for sure. So, yeah, all the startup ritual stuff. Okay. Require a living sacrifice. That means you'll need to have an adult animal within close proximity of the altar and pedestals. When the ritual starts, the target animal will begin to glow and needs to die before the ritual ends. Failing to complete a ritual will trigger a disruption, which is bad. Yeah, that sounds bad. Okay, but we'll just need to bring an adult animal, which we will have plenty of for when that actually goes through. Let's go look at how to get those Shards of Oblivion. So, overworld materials? No, not quite. Special materials, perhaps. Shard of Oblivion. That is a transmutation gem with some shadow gems around it. And the transmutation gem, do we actually have one of those already? We do not. So what is a transmutation gem made out of? That is, its own ritual. So that is transformation powder from the Twilight Forest, some ender pearls, and some aquamarine. Okay. Not too difficult to get. Though I do believe we actually have to go into that dimension. I'm actually going to sleep the night away and take this out of my inventory just because I am very worried that bad things will happen to me. I'll go sleep the night away first. Hopefully to get rid of this horrid rain. We'll go jump in here to grab some transmutation powder. And if I understand this correctly, yeah, we no longer have access to our chest system. Should we move everything back here? Be a little bit much. A little bit too much work. I think we just needed 2 of that. We'll go back with the 2. And everything else we should have in over on this side. So I might actually extend this building. Fortunately, I decided I would put a power pole in the way. Which is not the greatest decision when it comes to extending buildings. Or being able to, at least. But if we're going to be getting more portals, it would probably be a good idea. I suppose I could just extend it out and raise this up, put it on top of whatever new building I have. Let's get the portal set up first. But we'll go and get some ender pearls smelted out, unless I have some just laying around. Nah, I didn't think so. We'll need 2 of those smelted out for this. Yeah. Should be easy enough. We'll grab the aquamarine. We are running low on again. And corallium. So we do still have corallium gems. Just need to set like that. Take some stone. And surround the dang thing to make corallium-infused stone. Start casting that out and get this thing thrown in. So that should turn it into a pearl. There we go. Got the ender pearls. We should have everything here necessary to go and make that transmutation gem. Kind of gently fly over here, and let's get to the transmutation circle. So these go on the corners, or rather, these go on the corners. Those go on the top and bottom. The transformation powder goes here. Corallium pearl goes in the center. Oops. Before we get back to some rituals. And I'm sure I'll get struck by lightning here in a second. There we go. Wow, wasn't me this time. Color me impressed. Slap that on the charging dock for a second, and we have a transmutation gem with 10 out of 10 uses. Fantastic. And are you charged back up? Not quite. Well, we got the first step here into making that gateway key. Next step is making shards of oblivion. Or, well, no, actually, we already have shadow gems, so we should just be able to make that, I do believe. So, do we have enough, though? We will need 4. We will have enough, but we will actually be a wee bit low if we happen to need them for anything else. This will be done. We'll need to go grab these slimy bones from the Betweenlands. Make some more corallium pearls as well. And do we have prismarine shards just laying around? I don't think so. We have barely enough. We are one over the amount that we'll actually need to make this thing. And we'll, of course, need another ender pearl, along with that sacrifice. Ooh, ow. Crash into that building. But let's go... Let's see. Get that ender pearl smelted up. Oops. Ender... Dust. Right. Not an ender pearl yet. Go do that one more time. Then we need Corallium pearls, 2 of them. There we go. Slap them in here. Oh, right. We have to surround them in stone first. Then slap them in here. Go and smelt out. Grab our ender pearl and these corallium pearls. We are most of the way there. We just need to get this oblivion catalyst thrown together. We already have these shards, right? The shards of oblivion, yeah. Right, and we just need the ritual to go off here. Then we'll go grab some slimy bones. I do believe I saw a pig over there. So that is, I think... Ooh, ow. Okay, we got ourselves caught on some high voltage wire. But I do believe I saw a pig just kind of roaming around out here. There he is. We'll go and use this as the adult sacrifice here. Let's go get this set up. And an ender pearl in the middle. This has a full charge because it will take the whole thing. Gave it a sacrifice, and... Did it work? It did! Okay. Oblivion Catalyst made. Last step, go back into the Betweenlands. See how we fare in here. To go and grab some slimy bones. We will, of course, get dropped into our tree. Oh, right. We haven't actually been here since Journey Map was here. So we'll turn off the numerous freaking death markers. My God. You can tell exactly how bad a time we had here. Those will be the roots doing what they can to annoy me here. We will go grab some slimy bones from here. Just need 2 of them. And say goodbye to this ready dimension. God, it's an awful place. Just the worst. And we'll load ourselves back into our own dimension. Lovely. Now we should be able to just slap this together in here, right? Set that up here, like so. There we go. We have a gateway key. We can right-click it on the ground to create a portal. I'll go slap this back inside the charging dock, because that will require an entire, what is it, PE, potential energy, recharge. We did use all 5,000 of the that it contains. We should probably start thinking about fixing up this building. Will I keep it made out of dirt? Probably not. There's not really a good way to see what types of blocks we've got tons of spare of that we're not using. You can hear the Necronomicon doing Necronomicon things. I guess we do have a lot of dirt. Ferrocalcite, I think we've already used that in a building. Granite, maybe? It's kind of an ugly one, but maybe that could be something nicer. What does the chisel have to do for it? We turn it into polished granite. That is also kind of terrible. I don't think I'll go all out with this building. I think I'm going to basically just make it another square, which, I mean, I guess fits in with my design, my designs here. But I do think we will just tear this old one down here. In fact, I'll use my excavator, get this done a little faster. Okay. That is our dirt reclaimed. We can take the torches off of this, I suppose. Go throw that all back. No, thank you. We will not be transporting to the nether if I do say so myself. And let's turn this all into smooth granite. And build a sort of ugly structure here. It's going to have to, unfortunately, encompass the edge if we want to get a full enclosure of this. Because I do believe if we take away some of the flowers here, it actually becomes an issue. So this will ride up right to the edge of that. How far out will we pull this? We may as well do it pretty much all the way to the pathway. So if we're going by approximately 4 per every portal. Here's a 4. Here's our first 4. Space, our second 4. Space, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So this actually comes out perfectly if we do it just like this. And we'll build this across the path. And chop off the horse lighting a little bit. There we go. Go and back this up. Oh, and we actually should take this off because these are going to be doors. My goodness, what an ugly building this is. I cannot describe how much I hate granite. It is just the ugliest texture to build with, but it's something we had quite a bit of, so it is something we will use. There we go. And we'll make the roof out of something else since we are running much too low for this to actually be able to use it. Let's say concrete? No, we'll make that the floor. Andesite to make it all ugly. We turn you into anything nice? Probably not. We'll just polish it up, I think. Polished andesite should be enough to cover this whole section. I'm hoping. If not, we'll do a design or something. Yeah, and I'm already seeing the hubris of my ways. This is definitely not going to be enough to cover this entire rooftop. Go start chopping this down. More lovely Necronomicon charging sounds. And let's start on that design here. Oh, oh, right, power line. Okay. I won't walk on top of this building. Not that I particularly plan to in the first place, but extra not want to walk on top of this building. God, yeah, I can't even cross that side. Not even a little bit. Ooh, I am a little bit short here. Do I have more andesite? No. Okay, that is a problem. I just need 2 more. Surely I could find some in this cave here. Right? I've never gone looking for andesite before. God. What a strange turn of events. Is that... No, that's clay. Where the heck does one get andesite? Pretty sure it should be just as common as all the quote-unquote uncommon stuff, right? Marble and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's andesite. We need 4 to make some more polished andesite. Ah. Let's finish off that corner and pick our next building material. Polish andesite back. Next building material. Darkstone? Nah. Diorite, sure. What the heck? We will make it out of all of the ugly stones. And put that away for now. Ow. Right? Every time. I swear. Cannot wait for this building to be finished. I think I should have enough to build this all the way in. Something came through the portal? Oh. Not anymore. And he was carrying a diamond sword. Neat. Ow. God, I freaking cannot believe there's no way to insulate high voltage wire. I hate that so much. Okay, we'll just do the far side first, where it gets low. There we go. We have ourselves a ugly portal building. We'll go tear out the floor here and put in cement. Barring of... Oh, right. Big shovel. Not quite what I was going for. Little shovel is more my speed. Thank you very much. Where did those last 2 dirt go? Must have gotten turned into the gravel. Or turned into the flint, rather. Oh, right, but we're tearing this all out anyway, so... You will stay, because you need flowers to live. Okay. I suppose we could do decoration flooring next to some of these portals, couldn't we? I think I'll actually move this beneath teleporter a little bit. I don't think that should affect anything about where we get teleported into. But I do just want to scooch it, I think, against the wall. No, here would be fine. Yeah, I don't think that should move anything about the actual beneath that we teleport into. We will go and toss all of you back. Slap that. Oh, this will actually need to be taken out too, won't it? So, dirt out. Asphalt, concrete. That much, I think, should do the trick. We'll go fill in the floor here. Oops. Ah! Like the idea of designs relating to each portal. I do too. I think it's neat. I think the Twilight Forest portal has a sort of built-in floor design, considering we have to leave it all as dirt and stuff for its sort of thing. I'm thinking we're actually going to highlight this. We'll highlight the beneath portal since it is already black. This is fortunately kind of intersecting with the other portal here. Do we want to move this across a little? Move it out? No, because we still want that separation. We won't have much space to work with, is the issue. I think we'll just do it right in front of them. That'll be their approximate designs. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 across. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit wider than we needed it to be. But for this, we'll be done with that. And throw all these back. Go slap down those doors and light up this place with some torches. Okay, that idea is not going to fly. Is it? Not on this side at the very least. And just across to here. Sure. Actually, in fact, we'll split it. That way we'll know exactly where we have those breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That. Just like that should do the trick. For the nether, I think some netherrack would probably be fine. That would look pretty neat. Kind of have that creep into here. For the hunting dimension, some bone blocks. That would probably do the trick. Do they have a top? Oh, they do. We've got a top sectioned out. And for this one, I do want a lighter block to kind of highlight it. Maybe some marble. Yeah, I think some marble would do the trick. We'll just use the standard stuff. There we go. So that, it's a little wonky, I know, which is unfortunate, but it is what we've got. That's what we've got, unless we want to tear everything apart and do it all over again, and that would not quite work out. Not in the slightest. Have the netherrack go around the corner. You know what? You're right, I think. Probably only do just the corner like that, but no. No, just do it like that. This hunting dimension portal kind of gets, well, I suppose we could always do it like that. Just put one there. Kind of getting shafted on both sides here, but oops, I think that should be all right. And the beneath is it's just kind of there. Maybe I'll tear this out, put more marble in, just to have the whole set. You know, not perfect, not even remotely great actually. But that's what it's gonna be. And we'll stick that new portal right here. That should just fit down right there, I think. Oh, oops, not what I wanted. Gateway key, please come out. There we go. That is that. Wow, that is a neat looking portal. You know what? I don't actually think I don't think we'll bring that all the way around. I want to have a little bit of separation between the portals. This will come back. This will go in. More concrete, please. Asphalt. We need 2. Nah, just 1. And we should be good. We'll figure out what we put in this after we go through, I suppose. Are we equipped? Are we prepared? We won't be able to grab anything out of storage. Maybe some scaffolding blocks. Let's grab some cobblestone. In case of worst case scenarios here. You know what? Actually, we have a pick. We should be fine. We've got our sharpening kits and all that. Equip our shield. We have our lovely armor and whatnot. Let's go. So I wonder what the first abyssal dimension is going to be like. Probably depressing. Maybe scary. Or green. Used abyssal sand. So let's mark this down first. Set that as the portal. Ah. Well, of all the things that I expected, this was not one of them. Depths. Cool. Oh wow, they've got range. Yeah, they're getting me from all the way out here. Okay, I'm actually gonna quickly run back here. I think I'm gonna grab some dirt. I'm actually gonna use that for decoration. Oh, look, there's a person. I'm gonna quickly run back. I've actually got to arrange our inventory. I don't want to have something in my inventory that I currently have. Oh, oh god. Ah, one came through. Okay. First things first when we get back there. Setting up a area of protection so nothing comes through here. So yeah, you know, let's just make a uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Abyssal stone. Okay. Take that out. I think this will do better. Get some throwing star action going on here. There we go. Let's dig this out a little bit. Wow, a diamond helmet. Not half bad. The big guys I want to use those throwing stars on because they could actually outreach me. They very much go further than I do. Can reach further than I do. These little ones, not so bad. Little ones and zombies, they're pretty average. This place is interesting, though. Kind of like the Nether. Luminous Thistle. I don't think we've seen some of this before. Maybe we get some chests set up here. And diamond boots? Wow, I am really rolling in this stuff. It is coming from all sources. I think we got that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So we'll go and where we're going to build. I'm actually going to build it out of cobblestone, I'm thinking. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's the edge. So I'll run back again. Kind of hop in and out of the portals here. Probably just go for the upgraded remote so I can actually access my inventories in there. But, oh, ow. Okay, jeez. We'll go and grab some chests, though. Yeah, just say a gold chest. That'll probably store enough for us. And then grab some stone of some description. I think stone brick, actually, because enemies may or may not be able to spawn in on cobblestone. So some stone brick to market, and some cobblestone to build the walls. We'll grab you, grab some cobblestone proper, and we'll throw these in. Just Sanders stuff. Is that enough cobblestone? Take a few more. Okay. And that should be good. Yeah, that should be good. Ooh, I'll want to pull out a crafting bench too. Crafting station, that'll do the job. Well, we'll just leave that for later. That'll should give us everything we need for a little starter home. Assuming, of course, that these torches actually end up working out. So we'll tear out this abyssal sand. Uh-oh. That is actually out of room. That's okay. Can use this, probably a better idea. Doesn't actually fall like sand, though. The interesting thing. Oh, one of you guys. There we go. We'll deal with him. And we'll just do that like that and just fill it back in. There we go. Let's go eat our pizza. Oh, I probably should have checked that it didn't turn our food into mush like the Betweenlands do. Luckily it didn't, so we came out all right there, but it very well could have, and that would have been a major issue. Let's go and get this. Oh, no, not you. We need to explore out of better stuff here. Good God, he is a hefty fellow. And a man came out of him. Okay. Luckily, we are well enough equipped. Unfortunately, we are also always under siege, which is really not great. What is this stuff? Oh, ow. Corallium plague. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Let's go get this stuff placed down. Give ourselves a little bit of safety. Whoops. Oh, and these guys again. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're a little short here on that. We'll start on the walls, though. Go put this down. I will be using... Oh, it was a club. A cudgel. Good God, that does a lot of damage. So if I smack that... Yeah. Geez, one shot. That is not half bad. Let's get all of our stuff, important stuff, placed down. Chests and whatnot. Abyssal sand can get in there. Cudgel can go in, even though it's a neat tool. I don't think I'll be using it quite at this moment. We gotta get some of this stuff taken care of. Flesh on the bone, we got the trowel. The issue is that a lot of this stuff can come back with us. I think most of the mob drops will probably be coming back with us. Oh, God, right. Plague. Hold on, is that actually coming toward us? I think it was. Are you gonna... Yeah, that's gonna spread it out too. So, can I... Could I kindly grab this stuff without being possessed? Thank you very much. Good God, it is a never-ending onslaught with these guys. Not to mention this bloody Corallian plague. Good God. Oh my goodness. That guy, of course, he's going to be on the other side waiting for us when we get back. What's that? Whoa! Oh my God. What the heck is that? It's a freaking dragon. What the? What a nightmare this place is. It's not as quite as bad as like say the Betweenlands, but it is still not a nice place. Good God. Okay, let's run it back here. Yeah, let's take a quick hop through the portal again. Clear out some of the space. Still have your backpack for stuff. Yes, but I'm not super keen on using that. Storage, maybe, but in general, it's not something that I'm particularly interested in doing. Depth school head. I think we only saw that in there. The rest of this stuff, though, should be okay. Oh, and I'll want some flints to repair up. A little trowel here. There we go. That'll fix that up. And I'm actually going to toss some of the Abyssal Craft stuff back. Really don't need it on me right now. Or, sorry, some of the blood magic stuff. That'll go back. But we should be able to come back here. Let's get our walls placed. Let's get our walls made and then placed. So, oh, we were short some stone brick. Right. Alright, so walls, whoa, not you. From there. Here he'll go. Let's get these made. I want to use these just so, probably not here actually, just so that I can get a kind of glimpse. Maybe I actually won't be able to get a glimpse. Nonetheless, I'll still be using these walls, these stone walls for the wall here. You guys gonna give me the plague? No, actually, not too bad. I will use these because they are more efficient than just using flat cobblestone, I do believe. There we go. Wow, we got some more Shoggoths over there. Okay. Thought that was from... Oh no, this is the same thing from the Necronomicon. This is Abyssal Craft as well, so... Of course, Shoggoths would show up. Uh-oh. Oh my God. There are a lot of them. Okay. Stay out. This is my home, not yours. You, sir, are trespassing. Please get off my property. Whew, okay. And, let's get the final portions of the gate here built up. I'm actually just going to seal that off. I was going to put doors here, but there kind of doesn't seem to be trees of any description. Throws a bit of a wrench in that plan. Oh, what? Oh, you're kidding. He got me through the other side of the wall? Oh, that is unacceptable. That is not good at all. Okay, scratch going for walls. We are doing some flat cobblestone for our building block of choice here. If they can get me through the walls, then there's no point in having them. Yeah, and this Corallium plague is nasty, too. It is a real rough thing to have. Alright, let's do another run back. No, I can't. I can't until I have this place sealed off, in case they come through after me. It's a shame I turned so much cobblestone into wall that doesn't even work. Uh-oh. That's not good. This is exceptionally not good. God, they're everywhere. I'm getting flashbacks to being in the abyssal biome. So at least I'm much better equipped than when I was there. And of course he gave me the plague again. So that is at least one small boon. Okay, but this should be enough. Seal this off a little bit better. Get a full rooftop and everything. Though we may run out of, cobblestone before we even get to that point. Got some Corallium gems. Abyssal sand can go over there. Depth school head should go in along with this abyssal cobblestone, apparently. Yeah, this should be good enough for now to protect us. We'll go back. Grab, what is it we needed? Doors. We needed some of those. We needed more cobblestone. More stone brick as well. And we'll toss all these random items we've been picking up back, along with these walls, which didn't end up helping out. I think another 4 cobblestone will probably do us good. Now let's grab some doors. Just use some spruce. May as well. And did we need anything else? The stone brick. So I don't think we actually have any more of that, so let's take this stuff and bring that in. And that, with a synchronized moan. Should get us a basic defense structure. So let's finish this all off. Stone brick for the ground. There we go. And cobblestone for the walls. And one more in height should cover portal. And I might actually make a second level here. Yeah, I'll make a roof here. But I might actually make a second level to shoot out of. Or maybe I'll make some slabs and shoot through those. So that'll give us a little bit of home defense from within a little safe area. For the most part, from what I've seen, none of these guys are 1 block high, but in the event that any of them do spawn, like an equivalent to a spider or something, a half slab should give us the ability to shoot in and out, and still let us have line of sight here. So we'll block off by the door. Keep those pillars. We'll tear these out for now, since we haven't seen those 1 block tall ones yet. And this one will shoot their knees off at. Okay, but let's get some slabs going. Say that many to start with. Yes. Yeah, that'll be fine for that one. And let's just do it all the way around. Not the worst thing in the world if it isn't the perfectly ideal height. And hey, we made exactly enough. So with this, yeah, we should be able to shoot through here without exposing ourselves to danger. Will be an issue for lower down the hill, but that is still a-okay. And we'll go light the whole area up as best we can. So we'll take this out for now. Get this lit up. And do the outside as well. So we do want to be able to see this thing at any range. We do have a marker for it, but it is still a good idea to be able to see your base from a while away. Oh, did I get... Yep, I got plagued. Not terribly, though. But yeah, this should give us enough room to maneuver around and operate in. Keep picking up random bits and bobs, which is not the best. We'll head on back through. Throw everything, including that gateway key, in there. And go grab our Necronomicon, so we can actually figure out what we need to do in there. Might not do it this stream. Might just get that initial portal set up in the starting area and whatnot, just so we can feel even remotely safe when we travel in that dimension, but we'll at least read up what we need to do in there, because that is apparently the first step in Abyssal Craft. This is now all charged up. Get outside of the radius so it doesn't strike us with any nasty effects. Already got those special materials. We have progression. So, we have to go to the Abyssal Wasteland, yada yada yada. That's how to get there. For more information, you will need the Abyssal Wasteland Necronomicon, which requires 8 skins of the Abyssal Wasteland in order to upgrade. So... there's the base Necronomicon. This must be the Abyssal Wasteland Necronomicon, and it has double the potential energy in our current one. This one is double that, and that one is double that. So these must be the 4 Necronomicons for the dimension. How do we craft this? Just our Necronomicon with the skin of the Abyssal Wasteland, which is Corallian-plagued flesh around Abyssal Wasteland essence, and that is... whoa! That is something fancy. A Staff of Rending. Which apparently has several levels in and of itself. Made by using a shard of Oblivion with some Shadow Gem shards. I hope we have enough for this, but I think we can make that right off the bat. So, Shard of Oblivion was... shoot. That was the Transmutation Gem with some Shadow Gems, right? Shard of Oblivion, yeah. Oops. We'll take that. Take some Shadow Gems. I think it was the shards, like that. There we go. We have a Staff of Rending. And how to charge this up, I do not know. Let's actually go stick these Shadow Gems back. Do I stick that in this charging pedestal, maybe? not charging the traditional way. Yeah, we didn't gain any energy from that. I guess we need to do more reading. Ah, and it's raining. Lovely. Armor and tools. There we go. A staff of rending is crafted with shadow gem shards and a shard of oblivion. It can harvest energies from certain entities by right-clicking. Abyssal Wasteland energy can be harvested from any Corallium entity inside the Abyssal Wastelands. Dreadlands energy can be harvested from any Dread entity inside the Dreadlands. Omathal energy can be harvested from any entity inside the Omathal. Inside Omathal, rather. So that seems pretty self-explanatory. Shadow energy is harvested from any living shadow. Essences are created when sufficient energy is collected. Okay, so presumably we need to charge this thing up. Looks like the first place we can do is Abyssal Wasteland, so we are going back through the portal. And hopefully, once we charge this up, it'll let us get those skins. Right? This had something to do with that. Wasteland Essence. Right, that was how we, that's how we get the essence for the actual skins. And then the rest of that is just the Corallium Pearl. So let's take that out, put this in here, get inside our portal room. We should actually light up the outside of this, even though we don't technically need to. Just looks a little odd without it, I think. Oh, I don't know what the count is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And, got this. Oh, God. I've fallen inside a wall, and I can't get up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, right. This back section is weird. Do it in the middle again, I think. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the middle. And, how on earth did we center the doors here? Oh, we just didn't. Okay. Well, that's not great. Not best here. In fact, now that I'm noticing it, it is rather ugly. So let's go grab some more granite. More of that polished granite. We'll just make this a single door affair. Dig this. Oops. Dig that up and put it back. I was about to say. Oh god, but the paths are. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll see how things go. 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. And centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That should do the trick. We will not run into that wire again. Flip in the wire. And we have an interior here. Wow, what a slow honk that was. Put this in. Eat our pizza. And, you know what, maybe we'll start down this path in the next stream. It is getting just about to stream conclusion time, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll go and adventure through the abyssal dimension. We'll go and figure out what to do next time. We did a fair bit today. We got our altar up to level 4, which took a little bit of time, and everything with this kind of just takes a little bit of time and effort. Our pigs are going wild again. We'll go turn you back off. The animal feeder and the baby animal separator. Baby animal separator, I suppose we can leave on. Those guys are absolutely mashed in there. But we got this to level 2. We also increased the number of runes of sacrifice. We've got a whole plethora of them now. along with these blank ones that we can turn into whatever we want. We'll probably be working on the capacity, advanced capacity, but that will take the place of these normal capacity ones. We got our second astral sorcery infused glass put together today. We finally got a weapon one instead of just the Avitas and Armara armor focused one. We rebuilt our portal room so it could expand to hold a few more portals, since we do know that there are apparently quite a few left. And even this may not be enough for him, actually. This may be too few spaces. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I still think it looks lovely. I think I enjoy the little bits of decoration. Unfortunately, the Abyssal biome didn't have much in the way of nice-looking items. Maybe I'll change out the kind of green, sandy texture there next time. That'll all be for next time. So I will be back on Wednesday. Wednesday is when we will be back. That is when we will adventure through the Abyssal biome, go down Abyssal Craft, and see what path that has to take. At 3 PST. If you're not just interested in Sevtech Ages content, I will be back tomorrow, Tuesday at 3 PST. I will be playing Prey, the Arcane immersive sim. We have gotten a little ways in there, and I am super excited to see what goes on further. Very, very happy to be playing that, so I can't wait for that to continue on. If you're not interested in either of those, I will be back on Friday. That is when I do Sunless Sea now. That is when I will be playing through with the new captain there. We've got quite a bit set up from our forefather there. We've got quite the inheritance to burn through, and so we shall probably do that sometime on Friday. All of those, 3 PST. I hope to see you guys at one of those 3 times. And if not, I hope you guys have your own little set of portals and make it your own little lovely portal room to a dimension where you can learn all sorts of brand new fancy spanking things. For the meantime, I'm going to be heading out. Good stream. Cheers, everybody.